Prison guards, what's the craziest thing an inmate has ever done? I worked security at a medium security facility for 4 years. Saw a lot. Fights, scams, smuggles, but nothing ever shook me like what happened with inmate 6729. We called him Miller. He was quiet, clean record inside, former Army medic, the type who kept to himself, worked in laundry, read nonfiction for fun, never raised his voice, never joined a crew, never gave anyone a reason to watch him, until the day he refused an order. We didn't know the full story at first, just that 3 inmates from D Block cornered him in the hallway after visitation. There wasn't a camera there, but I was posted just 2 halls down and heard it unfold. Raised voices, a scuffle. By the time I got there, Miller had one guy bleeding from the nose, another pinned with a broom handle across his throat, and the third limping backward holding his wrist. All of them were twice his size. We restrained everyone, filed the incident report, and waited for the cameras to be reviewed. But then came Officer Jensen. He didn't care what the footage showed. He'd been waiting for an excuse to make an example out of someone, and Miller, the quiet hero, had just handed it to him. He's unstable, Jensen said. Could have killed those men. The next day, Miller was pulled from Gen Pop and written up for violent escalation. He kept insisting they'd tried to recruit him to smuggle in contraband, that he'd said no and they jumped him for it. They ignored him. When I walked past Holding later that week, I saw something I'll never forget. Miller was in full restraints. Arms, legs, torso, wrapped in a thick vinyl mat we usually only used for the most dangerous outbursts. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't fighting, he was just breathing slow and staring straight ahead, like his body had left before his mind did. We're supposed to check on restrained inmates every 30 minutes. That night, no one did. 18 hours. When they unwrapped him, he was soaked, dehydrated, and both shoulders were dislocated from struggling to breathe. Most inmates would have sued, begged to speak to internal affairs, but not Miller. He went quiet, stopped reading, stopped talking, didn't even respond when I handed him his food tray. Then, 2 days later, he pulled off the craziest thing I've ever seen an inmate do. He wrote a full, formal report. Not to the warden, not to the board, but to the family of one of the men who attacked him. Explained everything. What had happened, what could have been avoided, what they needed to know if they ever wanted the truth. He had someone on the outside mail it for him, and that one letter sparked a family-led investigation that ended up forcing a federal review of our facility 6 months later. They moved Jensen to desk duty, launched new oversight protocols, and added 2 more guards per hallway. Miller's gone now. Transferred, maybe. I never found out.
But every time I walk past the hallway where it happened, I remember the guy who didn't fight with fists. He fought with the truth and won.